two hard mothers. Hello. Hello, everyone. Perhaps you're familiar with my work. I'm Eazy-E. I shoot people and then leave promptly so as to avoid incarceration. I see there are some women in the audience here tonight. You're probably thinking we'd enjoy having sex with Eazy-E. Yes, you would. You see, I'm the type of African American who was designed for durability. And if you disagree with me, I may lodge my foot in your rectum. All right, that was... Thank you. Are you horny now? I do that to get everybody very horny. I like the crowd to be horny. You know, my friend Ann Coulter tells me all the time. Oh, I know, but she's very different when she's coming. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm kidding. No. Thank you. But she always says liberals have joyless sex, and it reminds me that in addition to a war on drugs that we never stopped after 9/11, we also still have a war on sex. Before he left office, Ashcroft passed down an indictment against the porn industry. He named 5 videos. I'm going to tell you one of the titles, not because I want a cheap laugh, but because I want you to understand where your tax dollar is going. One of the titles was 1,001 Ways to Eat My Jizz. Apparently Ashcroft was okay with the first 999, but the last 2 just set him off. That is no way to eat jizz. And, you know, believe it or not, here's something I have in common with John Ashcroft, which is that I don't really also have any desire to watch movies about people eating jizz. The difference is, I don't ask that you legislate my taste. I don't ask that my opinion be made into the law. You know, if it's your opinion that beer is a better drug than pot, well, you're wrong, but, you know, I respect that. I mean, I don't actually respect it, but I let you have it, whatever. If it's your opinion that having children is the greatest thing a person can do, God bless you, many people would agree with you. But again, it's still only an opinion, and there shouldn't be a prejudice against single people, and there certainly is. In the workplace, single people know. When the family guy needs some time off, it's always, you know, go ahead, Bob. You got twins in the school play. What if I have twins in the jacuzzi? Huh? But we do it all the time. We legislate taste. We do it with the tax code. Churches and children get a tax break because it's assumed that we all agree that we want to encourage churches and children. I don't. That's my opinion. I don't want to encourage either churches or children, and it's a very bad idea to put them together. In fact, if I had to give one bit of advice to kids, I would say this. Kids, never have sex with a priest. No, I'm not kidding. Because when you have sex with a priest, you're not just having sex with that priest. You're having sex with every kid that priest had sex with for the last 10 years. And that could be a lot of kids, because they transfer them from diocese to diocese. You don't know where these kids have been. I'm just saying, when you send your kid to Mass, put a condom in his pocket. Put a condom. Children's safety, that's what it's all about. Come on. Nothing's more important than children's safety. Got you there. I'll tell you another way we legislate taste. Health matters. It was always my opinion that food, at least the food we eat in this country, was at least as bad for your health as smoking. And now the statistics pretty much back me up on that. But you know what? I took a lot of shit for that opinion. I used to get it from the Fat Acceptance Society. They said I was fattest. They issued a fatwa on me. They said I don't accept. Of course I accept everybody. I love people of girth. I just remember when I used to be a smoker that there was just no end of the shit that you could give to smokers. You could sue them and shame them and punish them and overtax them and make them huddle in doorways like a hooker. Even evil MTV, once a day, just to show it's not all about the bling bling, would have some public service announcement with some earnest 18-year-old kid standing in front of a tobacco company building going, "They lied to us, man!" And America would applaud. You know, America loves to applaud bullshit. They lied to us. Of course they lied to you, fool. They're drug pushers. Tobacco companies are drug pushers. That's the given. Of course they're going to lie. The bigger lie was the one we told ourselves, that somehow we couldn't resist the tobacco companies. How are we to know it was bad for us? The cough? So, you know, that was the beginning of the moral rot, which now, to my view, has culminated in the gastric bypass operation. You know this, where people have their stomach stapled and then they take a big victory lap. Hey, you lost 150 pounds. How'd you do it? How'd he do it? They took out the organ that digests the food. What do you mean, how did he do it? And you stuck with it, huh? This is like crazy gluing your nostrils shut to quit cocaine and then getting a big pat on the back about it. You know, we last year passed in our Congress this giant Medicare entitlement prescription drug bill because it's important to keep our seniors high. And it's going to cost literally trillions and trillions of dollars. And while they were debating this, nobody ever stood up and said, "Excuse me, why are we so sick? Why do even older people need this amount of drugs?" Could it be because we eat like Caligula? You know, the top 5 of those prescription drugs that are so popular, they're all antacids, anti-bloating medicines, digestive aids, all things to put out the fire in our stomach from the poison that we call lunch. Folks, it's the food. I know people hate to hear that, but you know, when you look at those ads on the evening news at night, people farting and burping and bloating, it's all just shit trying to get out of you. Take a hint. It's the most that evening news is the most depressing show on television. Not because of the news, it's those ads. Every ad is people I can't chew, I can't digest, I can't go to the bathroom, I can't stop going to the bathroom, I'm flatulent, I'm incontinent, I'm constipated, I can't get a hard-on, I'm depressed. Oh, Christ, you're depressed. I want to blow my brains out every night at 7 o'clock. This disgusting litany of ugh. What if it kicks in on the bus? I don't want to think about it kicking in on the bus. Oh, God. And those Cialis commercials have got to go. You know, Jesus. Will you be ready? Oh, fuck you. Like American men don't have enough to stress about. Will you be ready? What time did I take the boner pill? Jesus. Was it the 4-hour one or the all day one or the 6-hour? What fucking... There's one Cialis ad with a guy He comes into this party, he's got a glow about him, you know. He's just been to the doctor, you know. He hasn't even gotten laid yet. He just got the shit in his pocket, you know, and he comes into the party and all the heads turn, like in the 80s when the guy with the cocaine would show up.